Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I hope you guys are having an amazing Saturday and I hope you guys are doing well. For those of you guys that don't know me, my name is DJ. Nice to meet you. I am a marriage and family therapist and I work with women, I work with couples and families to help them relate better. Kind of like my thing. So I'm glad that you're here and let's get to today's video. So today's video is a series that I want to drop. I have Mommy Mondays, Wineversation Wednesdays, and Car Chronicles. So they all have different specifics to, like, Mommy Mondays is obviously like mommy related content. Wineversation Wednesday is just current events or just anything that's a little bit more adult like, and then Car Chronicles is just me out and about in real time, chatting away with you guys. So I wanted to start something new, which is called Stay Married Saturdays. As you guys know, Saturday is like a hot time to go on dates and do all that stuff. But staying married is like the goal, right? Like when you go before the pastor, the priest, the clergy, the judge, whoever, it says till death do us part. But sometimes we don't have the tools and the tips and the tricks to kind of stay married. And the road to forever, so like I said, I am a marriage and family therapist, but I am not your therapist. So if you are looking for more in-depth, more profound stuff, then I would definitely advise and recommend for you to do your research and see who you can talk to kind of get a little bit more in depth, maybe with your issues and stuff like that. So that's kind of like my disclaimer. So what I wanted to talk to you guys about today, and I have like my notes on my phone, is just three things that, or the 3 C's of staying married. So the first C, and there are 3 C's if you're gonna pay attention. The first C, or as you're paying attention, the first C is care. It's like, okay, that sounds kind of common sense, DJ. Like, if I didn't care, why would I be with them? But no, this is called the common thread between all these 3 C's is intentionality. It's intentionality and intentionality and intentionality. Okay, so first things is like really care, really be present as our day-to-day and challenges arise, especially 2020. It is a shit show. It's hard to show up for yourself, it's hard to show up for your partner, it's hard to just show up, period. So the best way to start is just caring. It's like, how is your partner really feeling? How are they doing? How are they making sense of things? How are they stressed, not stressed, like just how are they? Sometimes, like, as a husband and as a wife, you have expectations and things that you want from that partner and things that you pretty much expect them to do. But it's like, do you take the time to really care about them first, like a human? Like, how are you? Like, are you good as a human? That's kind of like my first things. Like, what concerns do they have, and like, what do they need from you as their life partner? It's not just about like the household tasks and the duties and, you know, did you take out the trash, and it's like, did you figure out what we're gonna do with these kids for back to school? It's like, how are you? Are you okay? How's your mental health? How is your physical health? Just showing up. That's the number 1 C. The second C, they always say communication, 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 right? Yes, communication is important in a relationship, but conversation, it's talking. And conversation, it's more about you just saying your point. So communication is to impart knowledge or to make known of, according to like my little definition here, right? That's communication. We can impart knowledge by silence. Can you believe that? You may be quiet and you can impart that, you know what, I am pissed off, so I have nothing to tell you, and my silence is gonna do all the talking. I'm communicating, right? The other thing, the other definition is to converse, right? Converse is to talk informally with another or others to exchange views and opinions. Communication I'm just letting you know. Conversation is to exchange views and opinion. Isn't that different than communication? So I would say the second C to staying married and to just having a good relationship is to converse. It's like you can communicate, you can roll your eyes. Your body a lot of times says more than that you want it to say, right? Like sometimes you gotta hold your face before it just goes out there and sends a message. Converse, truly exchange. This is what I think about something. This is what is it that you think about this? What's the best solution for the common problem? Sometimes people let problems or situations break down the relationship when it's us against the world. We're a team. We are in this united front, ideally, right? So let's just talk about it. What do you think? What do I think? Why do I think the way that I think? Do I have any Google proof that supports my thinking? Have you guys ever settled arguments with Google? Yes, that's like the thing. So the other thing is with conversing is listening. Listening. It's not so much about what you want to get across. That's communication. Conversing is that exchange, and in that exchange, are you truly listening to what your partner is saying? Are you truly present? Are you really hearing, like, what is it that they want, that they don't want, that makes sense to them? Are you truly present? Okay, the third thing and the last thing is connect. Remember that time when you guys were dating, when it was Saturday and you guys would get ready and you guys would, you know, do everything you needed to do for that connection, for that date night, for that moment? Remember that. And you have to fight for that, especially after the kids come. Fight for that connection, fight for that time, fight for that one-on-one. And there's a video that I may link down below that talks about date nights and my thoughts on date nights. There has to be an intentionality of you guys connecting. You guys could go on date night every single Friday, every single Saturday, and still have no connection. So make sure that you're in each other's presence without any buffers. That's really important to true connection. And what I mean by buffers, when you're out on date nights, how many times does the waiter come and interrupt? How many times are you guys literally like eating and you're like stuffing your face and looking at your phone? How many times, you know, you get distracted by, you know, whatever else is going on in the environment? How many times, you know, do you like get unfocused and listen to other people's conversations and the other table and like, oh my god, they're going through some stuff, right? Or maybe that's just me because I just listen to people's, right? But I digress. The point is like maintain that presence and be intentional with whenever you decide to spend time together. Make sure it's true connection, it's true listening. It's something that's gonna make you and your partner feel like, yes, this was a worth the time, worth the investment. It's like you have to fight for that. And I'm not opposed to date nights, and I'm not opposed to like getting dressed up and eating a bougie dinner. I'm not opposed to that. I'm opposed to that becomes the norm and there's no connection, there's buffers. You know, I'm not opposed to watching a series with your husband or your wife on Netflix. I'm not opposed to that. I'm opposed to like you watch the TV, you roll over, you go to sleep. If you're gonna watch a Netflix series, have some talking points, have some wine, make it a thing, you know, watch the show, watch whatever it is, and then have a conversation. What did you think about this and what do you think about that? You know, and make it something that it's like, wow, I never thought my spouse thought about things like this, or I never thought about that. Like, don't make it like, okay, yeah, we just hung out, we watched Netflix, I was on my phone, you know, the partner was on their laptop and we connected. Okay? So, and the last thing that I have to talk about when it comes to connection, make sure that you're growing with your spouse, right? It says like, oh, I want somebody to grow old with. Yeah, the key word, grow. As you're evolving, as you're maturing, as you're aging, as life is changing, make sure that you're growing and you're staying intentional and you're staying present to who you are today, not who you were a month ago, not who you were a year ago, not who you were when you got married, who you are today. You can be with the same person a gazillion times if they're changing, if they're growing, if they're evolving. So to recap, the 3 things to help your marriage and to kind of like survive, especially during these challenging times, the 3 C's is care, converse, and connect. So this is all for today's Stay Married Saturday. I hope that these 3 little tips are going to be useful and that you can share with your friends and your girlfriends, and just food for thought, you know. So I'll see you the next Saturday, the next video, and again, I'll talk to you later. Bye.